All right, everyone. So WWE star being pitched for Goldberg type run. This is from Wrestle Talk. So the person that's being cited here is Jade Cargill after her win over Tiffany Stratton. Now, WWE former WWE talent Matt Morgan wrote this. Let's go. Huge congrats to my friend Jade Cargill for winning the Women's Championship tonight at WWE Saturday Night Main Event. This girl has put in so much work to get here that it's not even funny. Now, WWE needs to make her go on a Goldberg type of dominant run and have Rhea chase her for the title come Mania, in my honest opinion. WWE is so proud of you, sis. Okay. So the question here, in my view, is this the right decision, right? Should this be something that they do? And I couldn't agree more. I really think, part of the thing that WWE needs to do is when you have a roster full of talent like they have, you get into a situation where it's really tough to book because you have all of this, it's very easy to say, all right, we're going to book one person to be this. Very easy to do that. What's tough is to have 4 or 5 people and to book all of them the way you want to book them without kind of having one, ruin the story of the other. And so I really think so far what we've seen in WWE is Jade Cargill, they are not fully embracing, what she can bring to the table, which is why this feels so good that she is now the champion, right? Because I do think very simply, there's a world here where Jade Cargill can be a huge boost to the women's division, especially at that main event level, right? I mean, since she came to WWE, she's been involved in some good storylines, but we haven't seen what I think most people thought we would see in what Matt Morgan's calling for, which is make her a dominant superstar for a little while, right? Give her that kind of like what they did with Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. You should be doing something like that with her, right? We thought it was misplaced to do it with Brock Lesnar because it's like we are okay, we already get it with him, but you should be doing that with Jade Cargill. She fits that role perfectly. And having someone like that only is going to make the rest of the women's division stronger. Because let's be completely honest with this, right? What is it that this would do? Well, any babyface female wrestler you have, right? Rhea Ripley. If when Liv Morgan comes back, she ends up becoming a babyface. Not sure she will. I'm just saying if she does. Go down the list, right? Any of these people, bottom line is that helps them, right? Because now they can get into a rivalry with a villain, right? That is already someone that is built in the WWE universe is excited about. On the flip side, let's just be honest about this too. If this becomes a situation much like Goldberg, where the fans are really behind Jade Cargill, so she's kind of that, badass, not your typical baby face, but also the fans love her. Okay, right now that also helps the women's division because now you have any of the, heel wrestlers or babyface wrestlers. Now you've already built something. So I love this idea. And look, Tiffany Stratton had a great run. Don't get me wrong. I think, there was a lot of good that came from Tiffany Stratton's run. But I think this was a perfect moment to give the belt to Jade Cargill. And it's the perfect moment to say, now's your time, right? Go show us what you can do and to fully back her. I just think, they haven't fully backed the Jade Cargill storylines the way that are in her best interest, right? Even you had the attack from Naomi, you had all of that, right? And even that, as that was used to kind of catapult Naomi, right? More than anybody else. You can even have Naomi when she does end up returning, right? Can she get back into a feud with Jade Cargill? But we haven't seen them really say, okay, here's Jade. We're going to give her, this storyline is going to be about her. Instead, what we've seen is, like I said, even the storyline when she was attacked, that was a storyline that was used to build up Naomi, right? And so I think this is 100% the case, right? We should all be hoping that WWE can do this because I think it's going to be the first time since she's been in WWE that she's getting that correct push. And I understand she was tag champions for so long. I get all of that, but it's just not the same, right? And it wasn't. I don't think it was playing into the strength of what her character can be. Watching that match against Tiffany Stratton and seeing what we've seen since, that to me is perfectly building on top of, the successes and her character, right? And so I am so happy that we're going to get this chance because for so long, you had the big pitch of Jade Cargill coming to WWE. You had, a storm is coming, right, with her entrance music, and we just haven't seen it fully play out. Now we're going to get that chance, I think. So I'm really pumped about this. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.